Hey guys, thanks for joining us. I'm Elise Sandlin with Dustin Staples here. Wanted to get on here and just say a little something because we didn't have a show this morning with us, at least on air.
It's deja vu all over again. It
Yeah.
felt like we never left these spots right here. No,
Oh
we
my
did all
goodness,
these.
I know.
Because we've been off about every weekend except Saturdays. We had the Olympics on Saturday, and then Sundays we were completely off air.
I know, it's
And
been a while.
And then today it just so happens that there was a special report. Of course, we'll follow more up on that throughout our later on newscast. And we're like, we got to do something because people are probably wondering where we are. We're on Facebook and YouTube and our app. So
wanted to at least say hi to y'all.
yeah. So, but other than that, I mean, the weather's been. You should probably know the weather by now. We're jokingly saying the weather at this point now because we did it all day yesterday and this morning. No.
I know, I've been talking about it a lot more than usual.
Yeah, fog out there this morning for some parts of the area. It's going to be nice today though. So the Saturday is going to be looking pretty good. Not really much of an issue with anything here, and tomorrow's still looking great for tomorrow. Lots of sunshine and warming up.
Awesome. Looking forward to that. And of course, we'll get that full forecast in a second. First, we're going to turn to Washington, where the city is investing in some higher education. We have a story for you now.
From public safety like law enforcement to utilities, parks and recreation, Washington city employees invest in their community every day. Now the city's investing in their future by partnering with Abilene Christian University in Texas to expand educational offerings.
I'm always looking forward to new opportunities to better myself personally and professionally, so it's something that I would look into as well.
For police detectives like Austin Profit, the partnership offers flexible online programs that allow employees to advance their education at a discounted tuition price, complete with a waived application fee, while continuing to serve their community. Washington Mayor Ellen Brabo says the university reached out to them, and she says she couldn't say no.
Abilene Christian University approached us, and it was a no-brainer in that this was a very easy partnership to establish to provide that resource because they have such a robust online program.
The connection started with a personal relationship. Mayor Brabo and an ACU representative served together in the Army in Germany. That partnership led to a conversation about how the university could support Washington's employees and strengthen the city's workforce. The mayor sees this partnership as more than just a tuition assistance. It's an investment in the city's future that she and Detective Profit sees as a way to drive the city forward.
I think it's an incredible opportunity for people to boost their resume and increase their learning capacity and maybe set themselves up for future advancement within the city.
All right, that was our Stephen Glover reporting. What a wonderful partnership for the city of Washington. That's very exciting.
Good to see, especially for their employees. And again, they're going to do stuff again in May. I'll just kind of glance at the article there. But yeah, good stuff there, and good stuff with the weather. Makes my job easy.
I know, the sun's coming.
Makes my job easier. Remember yesterday was gloomy and it was just like gray.
I know, I can see the sun peeking out through our windows over there. So
Yeah.
very exciting stuff. Tell us a little bit more.
Yeah, we're going to be warming up nice today. Not as warm as we're going to be tomorrow, though. Lots of sunshine that's still at play. So we have a nice stretch of that. But of course, I want to talk about the fog this morning. It's happening in some parts of our area. Goldsboro, to be specific, and also along the coastline, dealing with that too. That's kind of back towards the highway there this morning, showcasing you that foggy overlay to the sky out there. So definitely, again, just take it a little slow on the roads this morning. There's no dense fog advisories, nothing like that. But back towards the coast, yeah, you're really starting to see that fog move its way in. Over the next couple of hours, it'll start to slowly ease its way out of here. But you see down there towards New Bern, Jacksonville, Beaufort, Stumpy Point, the lower the number, the higher the fog is, the density-wise it is, especially with that too. But over a couple of mile visibility in Kenansville and Goldsboro and Kinston. But for the most part, we're pretty good. Not really much happening there towards the Outer Banks as well. Currently, though, we are chilly, though, this morning. We did step out to much cooler weather here across the east, starting things out in the 30s and 40s out there. We're going to warm up to the 50s and 60s today. Unfortunately, the Outer Banks, due to the cooler water and this breezes, you're not going to warm much out of the 40s today, maybe some low 50s. The dry air, yeah, is here for sure. Those dew points are making it feel pretty warm, pretty comfortable out there, but nothing too crazy by no means either. Just continue to have that at play. Most of us, again, continue staying pretty cool outside with those winds moving into play. But overall, though, most of us, again, if you're going to be outside today, just know that we are going to be seeing some pretty cool temperatures out there. Not much of a wind threat either. Tomorrow, winds pick up. Here's what's led to the fog this morning. We'll start to see that burn off, say close to 10, 11 o'clock, and that'll be gone, except for for the Marines. We'll have that kind of lingering. And then by tomorrow morning, we could see another round of fog develop as we go towards the morning hours. So sunrise tomorrow morning could be a little bit on the dense side at times, and that fog will continue to about 9, 10, 11 o'clock as usual, and things begin to improve as we go towards the day. Still tracking a few light showers way offshore there towards the Outer Banks, but it's not creating any issues for anything out there. Just kind of more of a nuisance than anything. So again, most today is going to be dry. Over the last 24 hours, though, we did see that rain off south of our area, where a lot of that rain did fall about a half an inch to about a quarter of an inch. Some areas got closing in almost to an inch of rain, so definitely some beneficial rain in our buckets there. But that rain offshore is not moving inland, though, across the country. Depends on where you are. Northeast, seeing a clipper system bringing them some snow. Another little clipper system coming from the Midwest across the Northeast again, giving those folks some snow. Nothing like they saw last week. This was the big snow they saw up there. For us, though, kind of taking a look back at the month as we're wrapping up the last day of February. It's been very chilly. Of course, the first day of the month, that's when we had that big old snow, and then it got pretty warm, and then it got cool, and kind of back and forth in between that. But I did some adding this morning there. That is half of the monthly rainfall we saw for this month alone. So every weekend, by the way, this is the second weekend this year, it's going to be dry.
Yeah.
How about that? For last time it was the first weekend of February, so we're kind of closing and beginning the weekends with a nice weekend to end the month and begin the month. Drought, though, continues to be a problem here. We need the rain really, really bad. That severe drought continues to expand, as well as that extreme drought north of the counties back towards I-95. Not moving at all, though it still we need to be improving with some rain in our future. It's going to be pretty scarce here for at least for the next couple of days anyway. But again, most of us are going to stay warm today, cool out there, 60s tonight. 40s and maybe a few upper 30s can be ruled out tomorrow morning. Watch out for that fog as you do begin Sunday morning, and then eventually clearing in the afternoon. Mid 70s there, 50s and 60s towards the coastline, so a little bit cooler there. We may see a stray isolated shower tomorrow night. Doesn't look like a ton of rain with this little system moving through. It's going to usher in some wind, so it'll get windy and pretty cold again as we go towards Monday. So that's the theme here, cold and windy for Mondays. It seems like that's been the trend for the last couple of weeks, though the rainfall a few tenths here or there. Here's your wind forecast. Not a problem with that today, but tomorrow afternoon they will begin to get picking up. So light winds, calm winds. Of course, watch out for the fog in the morning with that. That burns off, and then we get breezy. We'll have a north flow and then kind of a northeast flow rather, that settles its way inward. So it's going to get quite chilly in the Monday morning. Wind chills possibly back down to 20s and 30s again, and then it's going to stay a little bit windy at least through Tuesday morning, and our wind gusts anywhere between 20 and 35 miles an hour. But good looking weather, though, if you're heading out to the softball game today, the Battle at the Max, the ECU games today will be playing at 12:33. There's games kind of scattered throughout the day, and then same again for tomorrow at 11 a.m. ECU's playing with that. The last home women's basketball games today, looking pretty nice with that too. Senior day, so they're playing Charlotte, and the Mints have got a couple of more home games before they wrap up next week. But other than that, the baseball game, again, today looking pretty nice out there. Sunshine, maybe have a light jacket and the sunscreen, because we're starting getting that time of year now where we're going to be developing suntans and
I'm so excited.
or windburn, which you don't want either of those. So, but good looking weather for that too if you're heading out there to that. Here's your wind chills by Monday morning, below freezing and then upper 20s, staying in the 40s and 30-degree wind chills most of Monday into Tuesday morning too. So it's going to be quite chilly going into the new week. Early next week, I mean, that's really about it there. That's only the coldest day we've got on the forecast for a while. Average highs this time of year are supposed to be in the low 60s. We're on par for that for today, so we're actually near average for once instead of being below or way above average there. 70s will make a comeback by late week. Again, each day's not a washout. We can continue to have those chances of rain there each day. It's not going to be, sun up, sun down kind of rain kind of deal. There's some spotty showers out there, kind of getting unsettled next week. Though we're warming up nicely, so which is much appreciated. I think after the cold winter I feel like we've had,
It's been very cold, lots of snow, and you had on that forecast stubborn clouds for today. And I have seen in some of our cameras it's still very gray in areas, maybe some spotty rain, but we do see sun coming out for the rest of the day in most places.
It will be, yeah. It'll be kind of filtered sunshine to the afternoon. It's not going to be like completely sunny all day, but we'll get some sunny breaks breaks in between. We'll get some clouds breaking up. Tomorrow, though, after we get past the morning fog, we will start to see that sunshine come full effect towards tomorrow.
Perfect.
So,
And then maybe some scattered showers throughout the week, but mostly decent weather.
yeah. I mean, nothing really to complain about. 70s, feeling like May almost here.
All right.
Because tomorrow we begin March. Meteorological spring begins. So astronomical spring begins here in a couple of weeks, and then we'll turn the clocks up next Saturday. So we get to do the whole little time change once
lose
again.
an hour of sleep.
People like it. People don't. I think the benefit of doing the time change up is that there's longer nights.
Yeah. You have more sunshine throughout the day.
Right,
which is nice.
right. In the wintertime, which is nice for us early birds, because we can just go to bed when the sun goes down. Now the sun's going to be out longer at night. It's going to be kind of, oh, you want to stay out? You got to kind of adjust your.
Hey, I'm a night owl naturally and just an early bird by force. So
There you go.
well, looking forward to that. Thank you, Dustin. And thank you guys so much for joining us on the WITN First Alert Desk. We'll be back at 10 a.m. Is that
Correct,
it?
yes.
All right. See y'all then.